right, here we are on to day 2 of page 2, sorry about that, page 2 of word problems. Example 2, Shauna and Brenda each improved their yards by planting daylilies and shrubs. They bought supplies from the same store. Shauna spent $85 on 9 daylilies and 11 shrubs. Brenda spent $37 on 3 daylilies and 8 shrubs. Find the cost per 1 daylily and 1 shrub. All right, so here's the key. Find the cost per 1 daylily and 1 shrub. So that's what your variables are going to represent. So I did D equals the cost of a daylily and B equals the cost of a shrub. I didn't do S just because S looks too much like the number 5 and then it gets confusing. All right, so Shauna spent $85 total on 9 daylilies and 11 shrubs. So 9D would be the cost of all the daylilies, 11B would be the cost of all the shrubs, and if you add it together, it's supposed to equal a total of $85. Brenda spent $37 on 3 daylilies and 8 shrubs. So 3D would be the cost of all the daylilies, 8B would be the cost of all the shrubs, and if you add it all up together, she spent a total of $37. And since this one, everything's lined up nicely. The D's, the B's, the equal signs, the constants. I'm going to choose to do solving by elimination. And 3 goes into 9, so I'm going to multiply the second equation by -3. So I keep the first equation the same. I multiplied the second equation by -3, which gave me -9D minus 24B equals -111. So now I can add these two equations together because 9D and -9D cancel. 11 plus -24 is a -13B. 85 plus -111 is a -26. Divide both sides by -13 and B equals 2. I then decided to plug that into the second equation right here. So I got 3D plus 8 times 2 equals 37. 3D plus 16 equals 37. Subtract 16. 3D equals 21. Divide by 3, D equals 7. And word problem, word answer. Each daylily is $7 and each shrub is $2. All right, last one. This one's a little bit of a tricky one. This is dealing with rate times time equals distance. Okay, so a little bit tricky those because we have two things here. We have a boat and we have the current, which is the water, the speed of the water helping the boat or hurting the boat. Okay. So a boat traveled 40 miles each way downstream and back. The trip downstream took 2 hours. The trip back took 5 hours. What is the speed of the boat in still water? What is the speed of the current? So those two questions give us our variables. So I chose B as the speed of the boat. C is the speed of the current. If you've never been in a boat or swimming in a stream, it's a little hard to picture, but when you're going downstream, the water's pushing you and making you go faster. Where when you're going upstream, the water's pushing against you and making you go slower. So when you're going downstream, your rate is the speed of the boat plus the speed of the current. When you're going upstream, your rate is the speed of the boat minus the speed of the current. So those are the rates, and rate times time equals distance. So downstream we have B plus C times 2 equals the distance of 40. Upstream we have B minus C times 5 equals 40. And again, these are nicely set up for elimination. And instead of distributing, though, to make my numbers a little smaller, I'm just going to divide both sides by 2 and divide both sides by 5. That way I get B plus C equals 20 and B minus C equals 8. So then I add these together. The C's cancel. So I get 2B equals 28. Divide by 2 and B equals 14. And I'm just going to plug that into my first equation. 14 plus C equals 20, so C equals 6. And again, word answer, the boat's speed is 14 miles per hour, while the current's speed is 6 miles per hour. And that finishes up page 2 of word problems. Thank you.